Hi guys, and welcome to this review of the PMDG Boeing 777-300, which was released on Thursday. Now I've only just gotten around to buying it, and first of all let's talk about the cost. So the cost was $62.49, but I managed to get it for a bit cheaper. I think around £52, and I did that by buying gift cards which were on sale. So if you are looking to buy this and you have access to gift cards that are cheap, so I got mine from CD Keys and Eniba, yeah, you can get it cheap. Now let's look at the aircraft. So I showed you the outside. It looks really nice. It's how you would expect a Boeing 777 to look like. Of course we have the PMDG livery, so we haven't got any airline ones. Right now we are inside the cockpit and we are looking at the tablet, where they have quite a lot of options in terms of opening doors, attaching the jetway, putting the luggage cranes, as you can see there. There's quite a lot. There's ground operations, door management. So I've just been playing around with that, getting to grips with it, just seeing what works and what doesn't. And yeah, I mean, you'll see me trying to get rid of the luggage doors, and then all of a sudden, I think with a click of a button, they just all disappear. So yeah, in terms of flying the plane, which I'll get into in a bit, feels really good. It's a heavy aircraft, which is expected, but you can tell slight you have to move your joystick quite a bit just to get the movement that you want. And obviously other aircrafts that I fly on the game, depending on which ones they are, obviously light, but yeah, it adds to the realism in my opinion. Next up, I'm just gonna have a look at the showcase camera views and see what they have given us. So I think there's 13 in total. So first one, we've got a nice wing cam. Number 2, another wing cam from the other end. Number 3, we've got a nice engine view. 4 is also an engine view. 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is a tail cam. 10 is underneath. 11, 12 is pretty much from the outside. My favorite is 13. I love this view from the front of the aircraft, and I'm going to try and use it a bit throughout the video. What I'm going to do now is try and taxi out to the runway, and yeah, just get this plane off the ground and see how it feels to fly. But before we do that, let's check out the cabin. And I had a bit of trouble trying to figure out how to get the full cabin view. So I'm in showcase view, and as you can see here, I'm just trying to find the correct point as to where the cabin appears. Obviously we've got the cockpit here. Pilots show occasionally unless you're very close up. Yeah, this took me quite a while, and then later on in the video I realized there's an easier way, which I'll show you. But yeah, let's try and maneuver our way through the cabin and I'll show you it. And to be fair, it looks sensational. I love the seats that they have. Business class, you've got premium economy, and then you've got economy. And yeah, impressed. PMDG, they are really good at what they do. Same with the 737 MAX as well. Obviously when liveries get released, I think the cabin will basically be like for like for the airline that you're using. I mean, the ones that I'm looking forward to are Emirates, British Airways, etc. So it should look really good. Towards the back, the cabin just disappears and then it becomes hollow again. I'm not sure if this is the same for other people. I have had some comments saying that the cabin doesn't appear, but it's probably just similar cases to mine. Need to try and find that sweet spot in order to locate the cabin. So now we're gonna get a pushback to the runway, and we're gonna take off with just a quick flight around London, and then we're gonna arrive back at Heathrow Airport as well. So this upcoming part of the video is just showing you how the pushback looks.
Route PMDG 773 requesting the end of pushback.
PMDG 773 request to end pushback received.
Okay, now it's time for takeoff. I like how it feels. It feels weird saying that because obviously all planes take off the same, but again, it feels really heavy, and it might sound weird saying that because obviously it's a heavy aircraft, but unless you fly it, you can tell that it just feels realistic. Cockpit looks really good as well. It looks very realistic, much better than some of the planes that we have. Honestly, all I fly right now is the A380 and the A320 at times. The 787 is pretty much broken, so it's hard to fly that. Yeah, we're just gonna fly across the skies of London, do quite a few hard turns and just see how it feels. I did try and do autopilot on this, and I don't know, it took me a while to get used to it, but as soon as you click onto something, so your speed or your autopilot, and you adjust the speeds or altitude, you have to press the circle button or the B button for me on Xbox for you to actually get back into the main cockpit where you can maneuver and fly the aircraft. Again, that took me a while to figure out, so yeah, I've got a long way ahead to master this plane, and like I said, I'm waiting for the liveries to get released before actually doing quite a lot of flights, because just doing ones with the PMDG livery is a bit boring. I want that authenticity as well. So you can see here, I'm trying to select the altitude, but it's just not working properly, and then I'm struggling to get out of the selection tool, and I thought it was just a bug or the game was frozen, but it turns out I had to press the B button to get back into the main menu. So now we're just going to do a couple of hard turns and yeah, just make our way back into Heathrow Airport. I think I've activated autopilot just to see how it is. It does work. Again, takes getting used to, but it does work. I'm not going to ramble on for the whole video, so I'll just let this play out, including the landing. But as a review, my impressions of this plane, it is good. It is very good. It's realistic. It's going to take a while to get used to. I am going to have fun with this. Like I said in my previous video, my only issue is the fact that they're making us pay extra for liveries. And for those who've had the 737, you've known that whenever PMDG release livery packs for that aircraft, it's usually 3 or 4, and they're charging £5 a pack. And I think they released around 4 or 5 of those. Now I'm not going to spend £5 each time for a pack, and the liveries that they give us are, let's be real, crap. So I'm hoping it's different for the 777. I know that they've said in their article that they've spoken to Microsoft, and they're hoping to get out a nice deal for us customers. So I'm hoping they stay true to their word, but if they don't, it's just going to be a bit frustrating at the fact that we're going to have to be paying quite a lot of money for livery packs each time. But yeah, happy that I've got the aircraft. It's been a long time coming, of course. The next one that I'm looking forward to is the A350, if that ever gets released. I think Builds is doing that one, and yeah, just looking forward to that. So we'll see how it plays out. For the rest of the video, you will see a nice view of the cabin from the cockpit, and it's basically, for me, it's using the LB button and then just maneuvering around the cabin, which is pretty simple. It's quite slow. You'll see it right now. I'm pressing unlock the door, and then what we do is just go through the cabin. So yeah, really easy to do. It's nice and simple, and it's a nice way of checking out the cabin instead of going into showcase mode, which is what I usually do. Yeah, it's just a cool feature, and kudos to them. The cabin is brilliant. This passenger system, it doesn't work. I tried using it for a good minute and the buttons just don't work, so ignore that. It'd be nice if it does work in a future update, but if it doesn't, no biggie. But yeah, we're going through the cabin and then sitting in one of the business class seats, having a look at the views, and then just admiring the aircraft. But yeah, final impressions. Lovely aircraft, really nice to fly. Will take getting used to. I am looking forward to deliveries. Whether they get released on Monday or Thursday is the question, but I'll get that across to you on the channel as well as another video. So as usual, thanks for watching. Leave a like, press that subscribe button, and yeah, until next time.